Aloha, Flow Riders, and welcome to the Flow. Today, we are going to be talking about scenery. So I had to bring Liza along. Hi, Liza.
Hi, Doc. How's it going?
Good. All right. For the uninitiated, real quick, how would you describe scenery in a handful of words?
So you want the elevator pitch or the staircase pitch?
Oh, wait. Hold on. I like elevator. My knees hurt.
All right. We'll go with the elevator pitch. So how do I describe Scenery? Well, Scenery is a web-based collaborative video editor. And at its core, we have your traditional nonlinear editor that you would see in other professional video editing tools. But we've layered AI workflows on top of Scenery to make your life a little bit simpler and easier when it comes to video editing. So we are trying to make the editing process more enjoyable for you.
Yes, you did. You absolutely did layer in that the AI video editing, and it is so good. People, let me explain you something. It is crazy good. Okay, so what we're going to do today is a couple while back. You see, now I sound like my granddad. A while ago, we integrated scenery with Ecamm so that when you're doing a podcast, for instance, this is the secret sauce for podcasters. When you're doing a podcast and you finish your session, like we are today, there will be a button that says, do you want to open the file? Do you want to send it to YouTube? And one of the options there is send it to scenery. Well, actually, three of the options there is send it to scenery, right? So currently you would probably go and hit like custom edit, which will send it up to the sky. But you could also just say, hey, generate me some shorts out of this. Before you even edit it good, you can have it generate you some shorts. So you can start promoting the show while you're editing it, so that when you release it, say a couple of days later, week later, whatever your cadence is, you've already been promoting it. So that's what's so cool about it. As soon as you're done, you just press a button and it's gone. And it has to have those sound effects when you do your demo.
Yeah, you must. You could import them into Scenery too.
I should add my own vocal sound effects, because I'm forever making little weird interface noises when I'm doing this. I have no idea why I do that. I don't even know where it started, but it's a habit now. Like I'm clicking on stuff, I'm like,
honestly, that pop sounded like a one of those
the real
sound
thing.
effects.
Yeah. So I think I used to do it in editing as a reminder to go back and put them. But then if you're doing it live, you just leave it. That counts. That's just as good. It works probably better than the fake ones now because everyone uses the fake ones. So
yeah,
super interesting. Let's dive into scenery and show some of the folks basically how this would work.
awesome. So as I mentioned, Scenery at its core has your traditional NLE. So you could see here, you've got your timeline editor. We actually went ahead and imported a few episodes from the flow. So this is going to be pretty meta because we're, on the flow, talking about the flow, and we're editing a video from the flow. So what I did here is I imported this piece of media, and I actually imported directly from your YouTube page. So what's cool is if you're going from Ecamm and you're just directly publishing to YouTube, you could take that YouTube link as well and just pop it in, and boom, Scenery will transcribe that for you, as you can see here. And I will take you through the process of how I created these AI shorts. But what you'll notice in Scenery now is you'll have this AI shorts tab here that will generate a bunch of different AI shorts for you to then say, okay, these are really cool, talking about how AI is revolutionizing. Let me just extend this out. Podcast production. So this is Katie and Doc talking about AI revolutionizing podcast production. If we want to watch it, we could absolutely play it back. If we're like, all right, well, this subtitle is kind of covering Doc's face, I can go ahead and fine tune that and edit it further. And edit it further. Yes.
You know what's funny is we were talking pre-show about how whenever you catch someone on the pause screen, you always catch it with the dumbest look on their face, and you just have me over there with the whole mouth wide open.
That's hilarious. Well, so obviously this was already done. So I've already generated these AI shorts, and I'll show you how I go about that. But you see how quick this is. This is a really nice, quick 47-second cut down that I can now fine tune and change and maybe have it cater to my colors if I wanted to, or perhaps we could do a fun purple or blue for the flow. But let's kind of backtrack here and show you how I went about this process. And Doc, feel free to stop me with any questions as I take you through this
Yeah,
workflow.
the first thing I want everyone to notice, especially you, Robin. No, I'm just saying, hi, Robin. The one thing I want you to notice, what makes this so good and why I about fell out of my chair when I first got the message that this was going to happen, is because in many of the other situations where you're going to do this, you got to run it through the AI. The AI is going to spit out something, and they might have some cute editing tools, which is like, I'm going to give you a scissor, a masking tape, and a screwdriver and tell you to fix something. Whereas Scenery is an actual editor. So you have the entire Home Depot down there. So if you need to edit that clip, everything you need to edit it properly is there. And that's what makes this excel. Well, it's not excel, it's Scenery, but you know what I mean.
Yes. So, all right, I'm going to jump back into the scene here so you could see as if we were starting from scratch here. So we've got 2 episodes that we've imported from YouTube, as I mentioned. This one's about an hour long. Now, again, let's just say maybe we don't want to listen to the full episode and we just want to, create those shorts. Maybe you're coming back a week later and you decide you want to create some shorts. So you don't remember what the whole episode was about. Well, what we've got for you here is the opportunity for you to take this 1-hour video and generate 10 different shorts that you could then fine tune. So I'm going to go ahead. I selected this asset here. We've already transcribed that. If your footage is not transcribed, totally fine. We'll also do that for you automatically. I'm going to select AI Assist here. And what you're going to get is this nice modal that gives you a few different AI options. You've got AI cut down, which was previously in Scenery. You might have already used that, where you can then again specify what exact moment you want from your cut down from your transcript to create that cut down. So you could do a social teaser, you could do key takeaways, you could specify that duration. But now we've incorporated AI shorts. And what that's going to give you, again, are those 10 different clips that I previously just showed. Now, here we can specify a keyword. So again, in that flow episode, Doc and Katie, you guys are talking about AI tools. So I can specify like Claude or whatever you were talking about there, Captivate, or I can just let AI Shorts do its thing. And I also have the opportunity to add my subtitle style. So I already went ahead and saved some of these subtitles to my brand kit, which I'll show you how I went about that. But you can, of course, choose your own style, or you could choose one of the Scenery presets that we've got here. So let's just go with word highlight. And I will also call out, like with cut down, you can specify your duration. So we'll go 30 to 60 seconds. When I click generate, that's going to get added to this little panel over here. So what's great is you could start doing your own thing while it's transcribing, while it's analyzing, while it's auto reframing. We've already done it once, so it's going to only simply analyze, but you can start doing other stuff while this is happening in the background. So that's
Yeah,
almost done here.
feature.
Good.
That is so handy. I was doing something the other day and I started an export. And then once I started the export, I was exporting a clip. And then I was like, hey, I want to go and make some shorts. So I started making the shorts. And I'm like, 2 seconds in, I was like, wait, I don't have to wait for this. I can do this now. So it is cool that you can, like, maybe you're sending out one for Facebook and you send out a different one for TikTok and you send out a different one, say, for YouTube. You can actually have them cranking in the background while you're doing something completely different, which is absolutely rad.
Yes, exactly. So like this one here, it's already transcribed as well, but we haven't run an AI Shorts on this one yet. So let's go ahead and do it for this one too. Again, I'll try to do a different subtitle here. Let's go with the word by word, and I'll click generate. So again, that's now analyzing. It's going to get the auto reframe. As that's going, let's take a look at our other results for the other episode. So we have this AI Shorts tab now. So anytime you generate an AI Shorts, you'll get a new collection. So this was our latest one here. And again, we pulled, when I showed you the initial results, it pulled from that same episode. So here we go. We've got another set of 8 this time. And you see the description. And I want to call out a few things with our AI Shorts. So you'll notice a score of 1 to 100 here. and we are giving you a score based on how we believe your audience will engage with this clip. So you could see this one got a score of 85, this one got 85, this one got 80, and so on and so forth. So we're giving you a scale of 1 to 100, what we believe will be an engaging clip or short, I should say, for your audience. Now, I will call out again, you could preview this, and let's go ahead and preview this out.
We're going to talk today about doing some AI, sort of, I guess, production for your podcast.
Capture.
So, okay, we could totally just click export from here. We could reject it. Let's say we don't like this one. When I click reject, it'll get minimized here. Let's not reject it though, because let's just say we want to edit this one out. I'm going to click edit because these subtitles are not in the spot that I want them to be. So I'm going to click edit. When I click edit, that's going to get added as another scene to your project. So let's go back to my project panel here just so you could see what happened. So previously I clicked edit when I initially showed you the results of AI Shorts, and now I've got another one. This is the same, clearly it's the same clip it pulled. So let's go ahead, let's pull a different one just so you could see the difference here. So I'm going to click edit on this one. And now this exact short was added to my timeline. I'm going to go back to my project, and now you'll see there's a third added there. So now we've got 1, 2, and 3. And now we're in this one. And let's go ahead and minimize this while that's auto reframing. Again, it's analyzing the second episode right now. And great, we've got a short ready. We could go ahead. We could, like, as I said, publish this directly and export, or maybe we want to adjust. So I'm going to go ahead and fine tune some of these subtitles here. I'm going to turn on my safety overlays. This is really great for if you know what.
I ask you about that. This is the best. This is the best. Safety overlays. And here's another one that's really cool, guys. Where like my name is even going to be underneath this, probably Instagram you selected. Yes.
Yes, most likely. Yes.
Yeah. So
but we can adjust.
If we're spinning this off of Instagram, and I know that my name is going to be underneath all of that stuff, what's really cool about Scenery is I'm able to raise the clip higher, maybe put a rectangle underneath my clip, so that way, that becomes a solid color or something, right? So it doesn't distract from people trying to read through the thing. Like the thing, it doesn't distract from people trying to read through the interface. Let me put it that way. Also, a big one for me, I have the world's hugest melon. In comparison to Liza, I wear a legit size 8 Raiders hat. So she wears probably a 6 and 5/8 Bears hat. I'm like, yeah, it's not going to work. So what's really cool is that you can resize these elements. You can adjust. You can make it look cute. Maybe you want to attract attention by making your clip slightly catawampus. That's a Hawaii word for tilted. Just because it's different. Nobody's doing tilted. Like, you can try things to attract and engage attention that nobody else can do. Like, your branding can go down there, or there's so much things that you can do that makes this way cooler, and other people just don't have this. That's why it's sick to me.
Yeah, and exactly that, Doc, right? As you were talking, I was starting to assemble your name in another spot over here. I was minimizing your asset, your clip here, and I added a shape background. That way we could easily, maybe we cater it to the branded purple that you've got there. So I'm just going to go ahead and select from here we go. So now it actually looks like it's actually pretty in sync with the look and feel. Obviously, this one's a little bit lower. So we could go ahead, copy those attributes and paste them onto this clip if we wanted. And now we can readjust all these other clips quickly for you, Doc. And boom, there we go. There, it's ready for YouTube or whatever platform it needs to go to.
This is so clutch. And again, people, if you just signed up, if you just joined today, we're talking with Liza from Scenery, and we're showing you Scenery's new AI cut down tool, aka Barrett had a word. I forgot the word. Don't be mad, Barrett. What is the word?
AI Shorts or AI Shorts.
AI Shorts. Why did I? Never mind. It's early. Hi, guys. guys. Anyway, if you just got here, go check it out. So yes. And Daryl, if you notice, that's Daryl was asking if you can copy and paste the attributes to all the clips in the timeline. She just did that. So that's really, really sick, is that she copied it from the first one and pasted it to the rest.
Correct. Yeah, you click copy and then you could paste the same attributes, so like the position of them here as well. So obviously this one's good to go, but like we could go ahead and go back to our project, back to our AI shorts, and start working on another one, like while that one's getting exported. So I could go ahead, I could edit this one about with Katie in frame. And again, let's say Katie's, not exactly where we want her to be with her name, and I can adjust these over here. And let's just say this isn't the subtitle that's catered to our brand. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do some tweaking here. I'm going to go ahead and make it, the fun flow colors here. It's kind of, can't really see it that well, actually. Let's go back to a pop of yellow. Let's add a nice, cool, opaque background, though. And maybe we want to make that the color of
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I'm always putting a rectangle back there, but I forgot that you can do an opaque window.
Yeah, you can make it fun like you would on other tools. Like I can make it more radius. And then now, obviously, we've got this weird black background. So once again, what I did with Doc's clip before I went to my shapes, I went to background, and I'm going to simply drag that here. And I can then... One more time?
I said Amazon is bringing you a package.
Oh, Amazon. Oh, you heard that knocking at my door? Uh-oh. Yeah. Someone's knocking at my door. They'll come back at another time. I'll tell them to come back. Uh-oh. There we go. Give me 1 second here.
Yeah. So guys, here's the other thing that's really fantastic about this is not only do you have the ability to again go and edit these clips and have real full functional edits when you finish a clip and say you've done your overlay based on IG in the timeline, in the canvas, which is down there on the bottom, you'll see the word timeline, and right next to it there's the word canvas. You can click on the word canvas, duplicate that edit, and go in and name that one, say TikTok, and slide the assets around to make it fit TikTok. But you're not really have to re-edit the clip. You're just going to adjust where the interfaces get in the way of each other, right? So in other words, in the Instagram overlay, their UI or buttons you press is a little different from TikTok. So this is why when people just take their clip from TikTok and download it and re-upload it to IG, it looks so horrible. It's because the things are lined up in different places. But without any work on your computer, without your computer being slow, you can just duplicate that canvas and then readjust the assets, which is going to take you seconds, as opposed to having to re-edit the entire clip to make it fit the various platforms. So again, massive time freaking saver.
Yeah, I want to call out the canvas. Thanks, Doc. So yeah, you could see here I've got all my different versions.
My favorite feature that goes unspoken. This is my legit favorite feature because I often have kind of A/B split tweaks on reels too. Like I'll let a reel run one way and then I'll re-spit out a similar reel with just a little change up and see which one does better. And this is how you can do it. And yeah, it just works.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because you could just, if you're somebody who's like a visual learner like me, you could quickly just scan and see your scene. So all these scenes are living in your timeline as well. So just for reference here, I go back to my timeline and I'm going to click my project and you're going to see those same 4 scenes are over here. Let's clean this up though, because we've got a few dupes.
Tora. Tora's mind is blown. You can go ahead and sweep it up off the ground now.
And I mean, like, as simple as it is, right? We took this 1 hour with this 1 hour episode here. We selected AI Assist. We clicked AI Shorts. We specified what we wanted for our subtitle look, feel. Same with that duration. We click Generate, and then what you get is the AI Shorts tab up here, and you get your results in your AI Shorts panel. And I will also call out Doc as I went ahead and I adjusted those subtitles. Let's go back to over here because I didn't get to finish the process of my edit here. I had a knock at the door, so I apologize for that. But let's say this is like where we want exactly our subtitles. I could go ahead and I can save this brand style as, you know, whatever it may be, Ecamm, the flow, purple background or whatever it is. And now that gets saved to my brand kit and I can use that for ongoing edits. So if I were to go back to this AI Shorts, I go back to this collection, I see what I've added. You can see that checkbox to see what's been added to my project. Let's go with this one, edit. Yeah, I just saved. Well, over and over.
I'm laughing at Tora. Tora says, "Shut the front door." This is amazing. That's good, Tora. That's very good.
Keep it coming. Okay, well, I could blow your mind a little bit more here. So with that brand kit, you also have the opportunity to save like logos and cool animations to your brand kit as well. So let me go home here just so you could see where all of that fun stuff lives. So I'm going to go home to my home, various projects that I have within my team. And then I also have a brand kit tab over here where I could then click brand styles. And this is where you'll save all your colors, your fonts, those subtitles that we just saved. Here they are. We could delete them if we wanted and readjust. And then within the brand assets, here you have the opportunity to save some, maybe an intro card, an outro, whatever it may be, lower third, an animation wipe. So things like that maybe you've already created in Ecamm, you could save to scenery. So that way, when you're in that post-production process, you can edit and fine-tune and make those a little bit more accessible in any project.
With super legit. I think one of the big things that's so legit about this, and I hope people let this sink in their head. The thing that makes it so good is, again, once you spit out your shorts, if you want to make any tweaks to it, you can. The other thing that this would allow you to do, because of the way it is all put together on the timeline, you could take a bunch of assets from a bunch of different shows and put together like a highlight reel, right? You can probably go and find 3-4 minute landscape clips to use as highlight reels. So if you watch some of the bigger channels, the prime example, the news, right? The news in your town or whatever station you watch, whatever they do, they run an hour-long news program, but they'll cut the individual stories up into 2 and 3 minute segments. So if you are doing, like for the other day, we were talking about various Shure microphones, and there's just a section where we were talking about how to use the Shure Motive app. I could take just that piece, which is about 4 minutes, and spit it out as its own separate clip. It's already on the browser. I can just press YouTube and the other thing that I completely forgot about, and I'm kind of laughing at myself now because I've been using scenery for quite a long time. I totally forgot that you can just ingest it from YouTube. As a matter of fact, one of the last shorts thing I did, I downloaded my video from YouTube using something that we're not supposed to talk about on YouTube, and then uploaded it to scenery. And then when you were showing that just now, I was like, you stupid. And the button is right there. It's right next to I drag it in. So it's really dumb. And I don't know why I didn't think of that. And it's much quicker. So yeah, super amazing.
Yeah, so I'm now back in my project. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Okay, did you hear the part?
Okay, cool.
Did you hear the part where I said send me an invite so that way I can show them the sharing or the collab?
Yeah, let me send you an invite right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably already in. DocRock@gmail.
I don't know if you're in this one. Is it DocRock@gmail?
Yeah.
So you can see, obviously, Doc has his own scenery account, but
Now
I'm
I'm
going to
able to
invite him
see
to
it.
this specific project. So I'm going to click share. So now Doc could come in here with me.
So it's really cool is I'll be able to see what she's done, but I can also leave comments and be like, hey, you know, this is really good, or can we add this clip? Oh, this other person just sent a logo, or, you know, sure, was really helpful in this. So if you look at the timeline in a second, you'll see my cursor, like where I'm moving around in there. There it is. There's a little green me. Look at that. Not cool. So I'm not going to mess with editing at the same time as her, but I can easily leave her comments and she can react upon those comments. And so it's really, really
Yeah.
cool.
Doc, you want
Go
me to
ahead.
put you on the spot here? I was going to at message you, or you're typing. Cool. So you could see that Doc's typing, and he could at message Liza, and I'll get an email notification. So he just wrote, "My face looks stupid." No, it doesn't, Doc. But what I can do is, if I wanted to actually have you make an edit here and to see the real time magic of this. Oh, where are you? You're not popping up in my team. I think because you're a guest, that's why. But if you wanted, you could at message your teammates and have them change something in real time right away. So
This to me is one of my favorite features, because it's something that if you are, you know, hosting with someone, or you just want to send the person who was your guest, if you want to send them the clips and have them look at it before you embarrass them on the internet or something, it's something that you can do that doesn't require, you know, you can make those edits on the fly. They can see them right there. You don't have to like fix it, send it, fix it, send it, fix it, send it. Yeah, that rigmarole takes way too long. So I just wanted to make sure we covered that before I forget. But to me, it's one of the clutch features of scenery.
yeah, and you can see there, obviously I changed, like, okay, let's go ahead and change this background back to like that cool blue here. And if I go back to my scene review, Doc will see that on his end change as well. Like, you're not seeing, you don't have to render and export over and over again. That's there, and it's
I
waiting for
basically
you.
see it almost in real time. Like it's only a couple seconds off.
Yeah, and it could also be the delay of us recording and sharing my screen, but it should be instant. So definitely test it out with your guests, with potentially of other editors helping you out. It's a really great feature to jump in and collaborate with others. So,
Super rad.
Doc, how about, do
Yeah.
you want me to take you through the AI Shorts workflow? Again, for those who are jumping in for the first time, do we want to show some other scenery functionality and features in terms of asset management and organizing your media? Where do you
I think
think?
one of the good ones would be is when we go to AI Shorts, let's put in like a keyword in order to show them how you can focus around something. So if you look on the one where we're talking about MV6,
The sure
yeah, the
conversation,
first
this
part,
one?
yeah. So we generate shorts off of that, and we can put in MV6 or
Okay,
digital popper stopper and see what it pulls up. So they can
perfect.
see,
And
you can refine your shorts to like find what you're talking about, which is also clutch.
yeah, and as you can see here in the info panel, once it's transcribed, you could see that we've given the clip, the episode here, a summary. So you can utilize this summary to your advantage as well if you want to just quickly understand what the topic was about. Okay, so they introduced the MV6. So let's just type in MV6, as you said, Doc. We're going to click on the episode. It's about 49 minutes long here. Let me just clear this queue. If your AI Shorts fails, hopefully it shouldn't, you could always regenerate it again. But I'm going to click AI Assist here, and I'm going to click AI Shorts. I'm going to type in MV6, and I'm going to let's do the Ecamm. Now we've got the subtitle saved. Let's do 30 to 60 seconds, and let's see how many times the MV6 was talked about, and see if we can create some shorts from it. So it's analyzing. Again, we've already done it once. We've already transcribed. We've already auto reframed. So now the last step is just analyzing the whole episode here. So it shouldn't take much longer. But if you didn't want to wait you can always edit and do other things as well. Okay, success. So we've got it successfully uploaded. You'll also get an email once that AI Shorts is finalized and produced. So Doc is in this edit with me. He can absolutely go to his own panel with AI Shorts and see these results as well. And when we jump in here, it should just filter it in just a second here. It's probably just taking some time it's sweet time to load. So we'll let it load in just a moment here. We did get a successful output, so we should see it pop up here in just a second.
One of the things that I absolutely love to do is, so you're editing and you're done and you stop to go get a coffee or you take a drink of water or something, you come back and it says, hey, we updated scenery, refresh the page. It doesn't bother your editor or anything, but that lets you know that they're working. It lets you know that they're constantly doing something to make it better. So I absolutely love that too. I love when I'm up in the middle of the night doing something and it's like, oh yeah, we just updated scenery. And I'm like, wait a minute, you guys are still awake? Go to bed.
We're always innovating. We're adding new features all the time. Okay, there it is. It's 11. You've got 11. So it was just taking its time to think for a minute. But here we go. We've got a 92 ranking about Doc talking about the MV6 Game Changer 2, Game Changer for content creators. So cool. We've got that one. Then here's another one. Beginner-friendly mic with pro features. Let's see. The ultimate game-changing mic. A gaming mic, excuse me. And then here's another one, the MV6. So it's got a lot of great high hits here talking about it. So this one's 75. So let's go with the 92 ranked one. And I'm going to click edit so that way Doc and I can jump in this one together. And here we go. We've got Katie. Then it should cut to Doc. And you'll notice that we do the automatic reframe. And for those who are like, okay, well, what if I wanted AI Shorts for that 16-bit by 9 and I don't want it just for that 9 by 16? We're going to be adding the capability for you to create AI Shorts for your 16 by 9 and other aspect ratios as well. So don't think that you're confined and stuck with the 9 by 16s, but that's coming.
That's brilliant, because while you were gone, I was saying one of the things that'd be really cool is being able to take a bunch of shorts that you made, but then go back and turn that into a clip that lives on YouTube. That's the regular frame. So yeah, it's actually super rad.
Yeah, and you can manually do that right now too if you wanted. So like we added this one to our project, and I can easily duplicate this, call this Game Changer for content creators, right? And I could just call this, maybe we rename it and we call it YouTube. I could change it to 16 by 9. And then, that was kind of funky. It clearly moved the frame out here, but we could easily just reset to have it be, the position be 0 and 0. But as I mentioned, we will be adding the feature for you to just do it with the click of a button and choose your aspect ratio in the near future. So here you go. Here's your YouTube version.
So good. It's so good. Like the thing that I really want you to do, people, if you haven't done so already, first of all, Paul gave you the link. You can get your scenery trial. We have a promo code, and you're going to get a month free to mess around with this. What you really want to do is get in and start trying to cut some stuff down, like see where you are. The reason for that is it's easier than you think. And I know a lot of people's fear of editing, I get where it comes from. I came from editing with actual tapes and 2 big knobs and pain in the butt. So when you hear everyone else talk about how much they don't like editing, that's because, whatever reason, whatever program they're using, that has a tendency to make everybody approach editing from a scared standpoint. It's actually not that hard. And number 2, it's actually a lot of fun. I've been editor since I was little wee kid, and Liza's edited for major television. So like, trust me, once you start editing, you'll like it. Like, just don't let everybody else tell you to be scared of something. It's like people that say broccoli is delicious. Those people are stupid. Broccoli.
It could be fun. I promise it is. And thanks for saying that, Doc, because I do want to call it something about the editor itself. So you'll notice by default, we have this ripple mode turned on. But if you're somebody who wants to do some fine tuning, you could easily turn this ripple mode off. And what that'll allow you to do is start to trim and do things like manually here as I am in this video. So maybe I'm trimming here. And I want to call this out because you could see how I'm creating these little gaps here. So you're getting these little blank gaps. So if I were to turn this ripple mode on, those gaps are now inserted with like these little placeholders where I can then delete, and then things start to ripple together. And when I say ripple, just the clips are merging together, so to speak. So this is a new feature that we've enabled in our products to make your lives a little bit easier when it comes to that fast-paced editing. So let's go to this 9:16 so you can see what I mean here. And Doc, I'm curious, have you started to play around with this on and off switch of the toggle mode?
No, I did not. And it's funny, it would have came in handy the other day when I was doing something. But my only thing that messes me up is I have my tab change connected to the tiny little scroll wheel on the side of my mouse. Because you have the regular scroll wheel, but this fancy Logitech has this, which I normally use to move the timeline. And what it does in Chrome is it changes tabs. So I'm going to edit. I get my mouse precisely where I want it, and I go, it is like, boom. Now you're looking at buying iPhones. What? Wait. That's the only thing that messes me up. But other than that, the workflow is so easy. It's easy to adjust to. And yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And same thing here. You can see I'm expanding my timeline and minimizing it. So it's a way for you to zoom in on your timeline. Same with the vertical zoom. You can see I'm minimizing by just simply clicking. We do have hotkeys as well. So if I wanted to do that with my keyboard, I could hold down Shift minus, Shift plus, and you can see the timeline's getting vertically larger and smaller. In terms of keyboard shortcuts, I'll call out that we have them all listed here. So if you ever get lost and you want to know, well, how do I split? You could search for split. How do I create a freeze frame? You could search freeze, and there it is, Shift F. So if we really like this as our first frame, let's get Katie smiling here. There she is. Okay, cool. And we could click Shift F, and now that should have generated, oh, here we go. We have to actually be on the clip itself. Shift F, and there we go. It's getting added. That frame here of the three subjects are now getting added as that, freeze frame for YouTube if we wanted to put that in YouTube.
Oh, that's so good. we got various forms of freeze face. It's super good. Again, the speed is absolutely incredible because it's all this is happening on their servers. You don't really have to worry about if your computer is, slow or whatever. This is great. This is excellent for editing in a hotel. Trust me, I'm in a hotel all the damn time. It's you guys are everybody who's coming to camp, you get to play around. But I have two questions that I want to cover. Linda wants to know will you be adding some more formatting shapes? Yeah, I meant to ask you, can we combine shapes yet? That's basically how you make any shape is combine a shape.
Yeah. When you say more formatting shapes, you can, in terms of actual shapes, you could absolutely start to.
I know what she's talking about. She's talking about, well, Linda, you just messed this up because we talking about these shapes. Or are you talking about 16 by 9, 1 by 1, 2.16 by yeah? What do you mean? Yeah, now I have to wait for her answer because that was confusing. Okay,
I think I know what you're talking about, like the aspect ratios. Yeah, your point, we will be adding the ability from AI Shorts to change those aspect ratios. But as I mentioned, you could absolutely do it manually here. You could modify those scene settings, change that format as well.
You see, people, this is why I'm telling you guys, nomenclature matters. Aspect ratio is not shapes. So this is why my brain was like, what? When you say shapes, I'm thinking like when I was in school and I put the triangle into the circle hole. Yeah, that was me. Anyway, so Stephen had this way back in the beginning, and I want to cover it because it's so simple. Stephen said, does Ecamm have a workflow from Ecamm to scenery to capture or captivate, whatever order makes sense? And yeah, we do have a workflow from Ecamm to scenery. But what's dope is once it's in scenery, you have a clip that you can download and send it to wherever you want, right? And I think that's the part that's so cool, because what I've been doing in the past is I used to have to make my file and then I have to export this audio. But now, while I'm done editing the video, I hit export audio right away, and then I do export the video. So while it's generating that audio clip, I just take that audio clip and throw it to Auphonic, and Auphonic sends it to Captivate for me. So yeah, it's a simple workflow. It's not very hard, but I really love the fact that while you're exporting something, say you're exporting a video clip and you want to start tweaking on something else, you can. Oh, speaking of which, let's show them how to beautify the audio on the bottom timeline.
Ooh, yeah. Thanks for calling that out. So as you can see here, we've got some audio on my main track. I can easily just lower and raise that audio bar. You'll see in our audio panel over here, you could clean that audio. We could also raise that bar and lower it manually by shifting the slider. Now, let's say there's a moment where it peaks. And when I say peak, that you could see how these wavelengths here are kind of a little bit higher than over here. Let's say we wanted to make those a little bit lower and keep the audio on the other part of this clip that same level. Well, I can easily select option, which will bring me into a keyframe mode. For those who are familiar with other editing tools, this will allow you to create an audio keyframe. We also have this button here called audio keyframe that allows you to enter this audio keyframe mode, where I could then click a few times on this panel, on this audio bar here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go click V now back to my selector. And you could see I'm raising and lowering just that section here. So I can maintain this volume level to be at that level, while this one I can lower or raise as well. So there's a bunch of audio options for you. As I mentioned, cleaning audio. So if you wanted to get rid of that ambient noise, you can easily click that and that'll get rid of that ambient noise as well.
Yeah, that's really, really helpful, because also, in some of the social media platforms, you want to start with the weird little AI thing. That's his when she walked into Walmart, right? So you can purposely duck that portion of the clip so that it doesn't fight the little, AI thing that you throw in at the front. And then, so this is how you do that. You can cut a little space for that, or you want to, let the music impact, or you have sound effects or something that you want to impact there. The other thing that's really cool is inside scenery. If you go up on stock media, if you need to grab a clip from a stock media place in order to add some B-roll or a little spice to it, you have a couple different options in there as well. So that's awesome. One of the things that I think is so dope.
I'm searching upbeat music. I could preview it by selecting the clip here, previewing it out, and add it to my project. Boom, there it is. And then we could add, once that's queued up and uploaded, we could just pop that in the beginning. I also added a fade at the beginning of this video too. So you'll notice that you have the option to fade your audio at the front end as well. So if you wanted to have it naturally fade in, you could do that too. Something else I want to call out, Doc, in this view, which we already called out the safety overlays, which is pretty sweet. That's one of my favorite features as well. You could change the overlays here. You also can show beyond the edges. And what that will do is just show you like the actual raw video itself too. So you could see, beyond the edges. If I want to adjust Doc to be in frame here, you could see that too.
I didn't know that. Oh my God.
Right?
See, this way to do this stuff, people. I didn't know that. And I use this tool freaking every dang day. Didn't know that. Oh my God, it's so good.
And do you know this little trick, Doc? If I hold down, I'm hovering over the center of my preview player.
Embarrass me, girl. I thought we was friends.
Sorry, I'm just pulling out all the tricks. So if I hover over the center here and I click minus, you're going to see that view, the zoom level gets zoomed in and zoom out. I'm clicking minus and plus now and I'm adjusting. Obviously, you could manually do that here too to zoom to fit, but it is nice if you hover and you click minus, you could easily play around with the zoom level as well.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's faster. Shut up.
It's nice, right?
This is why I gotta have you come on and do these things. Y'all are in trouble, man. Listen, Y'all gonna see unnecessary cuts coming out of me now.
And at the end of it, do with me and
Yeah, this is so good, people. Like, I really want you to go and play with scenery. I'm telling you, it is a game changer. It is a time saver. It makes your life so much easier. And it kind of takes away some of the excuses that most people have when it comes to producing. And I think many people can shoot a video all day. I think when most people panic is when it comes time to edit. And scenery just makes it smooth, just like the silk.
we do really amplify the process of video editing, and we make it fun. That's the goal, right? We want to make this process enjoyable. And a lot of some of our Ecamm users right now, I will call out, if I go back home here, they're using Scenery as a platform for hosting all their media and their assets. So you can easily, get organized with all of your different shows or your episodes with our team collections. And what that will let you do is, just stay on brand and also just stay organized. So here you've got Scenery in 60 seconds, a bunch of episodes that I've started to import here. I could go into any project and access these. I also called out before, I've got a brand kit, so you could save those styles as well. But let's just say I've got my Scenery logos, bugs, things like that, title cards. Let's say in this video here that we were working on, I want to add an intro card. Well, I've already saved it to my brand kit, so I could easily navigate to the beginning of this video here. And let's just go Command up so I get to the beginning of this. You can see that playhead's at the beginning here. I'm going to click brand kit, and I'm going to click scenery, and I've already nicely assembled all my assets here. Title card, let's say we want the scenery. Well, this is our end card, but let's say we want it at the beginning here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to insert this at the playhead, and boom, there it is. Obviously, let's turn off those YouTube shorts. Maybe we want to zoom in here too. So boom, there's that scenery logo. And now we've got a cool little intro. Obviously, it's kind of long. I'm going to just start to trim that. As I trim that, notice what's happening on my timeline. Everything's moving with me. It's because we got that ripple mode on. So it's dragging everything with me. So I don't have to do the manual process of deleting and bringing it back in. But you can see here, let's just show not beyond the edges. Here's that scenery logo, and then it goes into the flow. Obviously, that's not on par with the episode here, but if you had that flow intro, we could easily add that in as well.
But still smart. I can see a time coming where brands will be sponsoring people's clips because clips get so much more traction, so much more eyeballs. And even if it is a bumper at the end of a clip, they're gonna be like, what was that? What was that? What was that? And people are nosy, they can't help themselves, so they want to go look at it. So I can see it coming because they do it in news now. When we get our mini clips for the news here, it's always sponsored by Long's Drugs. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot my prescription. So it works. I mean, it totally works. Like, it totally reminds me I need to go to the drugstore to grab something real quick. But yeah, so I can see it coming.
You could also import your other things like this animated transition that I've got here. So if you've already got, again, as I said, assets saved in Ecamm, we could just plop some of these cool ones in. And there's this one just going across the screen here. But we could make that bigger. So that way it's a cool transition from, Katie to whoever it may be in the video.
See, that's also smart because I've done that before. I've made assets, using motion or After Effects, and I've used them in Ecamm. But yeah, my actual end card and my outro, they're animations which I can save with Alpha Channel and then bring them in the scenery, and it should work, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Alpha?
We support Alpha. So if you're making them in Apple Motion or After Effects, or just simply, if you've got a green screen, you could also keyframe that green screen out by simply selecting from our transitions, effects, and animations. And you could click green screen filter and drag that on. Obviously, this isn't a green screen, but if you had a cool green screen like animation, you could easily key that out.
Oh, listen here. I'm going to throw something in the project assets. It's uploading. It is done uploading. It's going to transcode. And then you can actually show them. So now you can see why collaborating is dope. I just sent her a green screen thing. This is so stupid.
That is
But
awesome. Okay, so we got the squirrels. Let's go
this
ahead.
is
Let's go
from
back.
my community because I'm always squirreling in the middle of doing what we're supposed to be doing. So
I
now I
love
gave you
it.
a green squirrel.
That's awesome. Some squirrels just floating across the screen here. We could obviously scale those up if we want to make them a little bit larger.
See,
I
that's
love
funny.
it.
So if you're in the middle of your clip and you start saying something stupid that has nothing to do with what you're doing, then the little scroll can just roll across the screen. Oh God! I hope Gretchen is here to see that because this is all her fault.
That's amazing.
Gretchen,
And you could add fade those in and out.
they're always like, "Come back, dude. Come back." I know now you're starting to talk about something that has nothing to do with this.
That's great. And you could modify that animation, the effect as well. So I just simply select the effect here, and I can adjust and fine tune and do all that fun stuff. So back to the top here, Doc. As you could clearly see, the AI Shorts is pretty easy to do, and you could always fine tune and edit further. But the AI Shorts feature really just gets you going on your edit that much quicker and faster, especially when it comes to producing social shorts for other channels.
Yeah, 100%. Look, gang, this is absolutely the best. So, as we run this out, Liza, what is the best way to for people to find you or to bother you? Well, besides at camp, and we're at camp, we're doing Team Purple stuff. Do not bother my teammate. Okay, you have to save it after.
Yeah, I'll be at camp, and I'm pumped. I'm so excited to be part of Team Purple. But yes, I'm here to help. I'm not just designated for Team Purple. I'll be helping out whenever you need me. But when it comes to general scenery inquiries and help, we do have a scenery help center. We also have the ability for you to book custom onboarding calls with me, so you could always jump in with me and we could do a quick session with whatever you're running into, whatever questions you have. But when you jump into scenery for the first time, we will give you the opportunity to try out scenery for a trial period. And I think, Doc, you have the Ecamm fam code. If you type in Ecamm fam at checkout, we'll give you a month free of scenery as well to test it out.
Oh, 100%. Now, listen, gang, I want to make sure that this is super important. I want you to hear me clearly. I am an ex-Fruit Farm employee. Steve Jobs was my boss. I used to walk across the yard and look at the window on the fourth floor to see if he was up there, because sometimes he would just look at us in the courtyard and I'll just like, badge number 2283, please come to the fourth floor. You're fired. So I used to be like, walking. So yeah, even as ex-Apple employee, I was there when their editor came out. I am a certified instructor for that editor, and I still use Scenery probably more than that for the very simple reason that when I go in there, I will tweak, okay? Because I have all of these things that I can do. We were talking about this in our class the other day. Sometimes when you come home from work and you're super tired or whatever, there is nothing better than a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Sometimes all the art is in the limitations, right? The funny thing is, Scenery's gotten so good since I used to say that all the time. Most of those limitations are still missing. So, I mean, at this point in time, it is on par with what everyone else is telling you to edit with, but they're crazy. This is easy. I can teach my grandmother to do this. There'll be lots of swearing and lots of pinching, but my grandmother could do this. Like, it is really that simple. So it has what you need to get the work you need to get done. It doesn't have a bunch of unnecessary stuff that's designed for, trying to get to the film world. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to create content for social media and things of that nature. So just know it's not really training wheels, but it's training wheels. I don't know a better way to say it. I think those bikes they got now, no training wheels, you just kick them. It's like that. So please go in and try it for yourself. It has become my favorite editor. There's no better place I would rather be. And I tried doing dumb stuff like, oh, you can edit this in Canva. No, you can't. No, you can't. Like, this is literally the best thing out. Scenery is one of our favorite partners. And they're always willing to have fun. When we're like, hey guys, we'll do something fun. And they're like, yeah, how? Okay, let's go. So that is also the reason why we love you guys so much. So yeah, let's get out of here, people. I want to remind you that this was brought to you. Well, I said that backwards. This is, listen, podcast people. If you want to find out more about the Flow, you can go to flow.ecamm.com. That's flow.ecamm.com. And this will allow you to connect to all your favorite podcasting places. That's your YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever your podcast getting is got. And we also give you the opportunity to leave us a voicemail. You can leave us some feedback, leave us a review, of course. That's always beautiful. Any of those things can happen over at flow.ecamm.com. And we use Captivate as our hosting platform. Captivate is really cool in the fact that it allows you to have a growth mindset with your podcast. There's a lot of places to put your podcast, but Captivate helps you put it and then push it out to wherever it needs to go. Learn how to grow your podcast and more at captivate.fm. And as of, last week we talked about it. Our new sponsor, Scenery. We actually planned to do this before this, but I just wanted to let you know that Scenery is the way to go. And if you don't know that, just rewind for the last 58 minutes and you'll find out why. Because it's just literally the bee's knees Hall of Fame. Hashtag Diana Gladney. So check out Scenery. You can find them at scenery.video. That's scenery.video. And then tell them Liza sent you.
Thanks, Doc. Love the plug. I'm here to help, though, always.
Oh my God. It is literally the best thing ever. So people, go ahead and get your Scenery on. And then, wait, I make sure I'm not confusing myself. Did you guys just start... or are you starting affiliate at any time soon?
Yeah, we have an affiliate program. If you go to scenery.video/affiliate, you could sign up to be an affiliate with us, and you can start to send other people to Scenery, and we all can benefit from that.
You see? So there you go. For those of you guys who have your own communities and you're doing your thing, start messing around with Scenery. Then after you fall in love with it, go tell everybody else, and then you're good. You know what I mean? We need as many people playing Scenery as possible so we can keep having fun. That's all I'm saying. So thank you. This is amazing. And if there's any way for you to send Italian beef sandwich to Hawaii, I'm pretty sure. Cool. Actually, I just discovered one of the conferences is in Chicago, and I told Katie, I was like, I don't care. What Ken and Glenn say, we're going. If we have to just like mute you, we're going. Because she's like, I want to go to Chicago. I'm like, we're going. So I forgot which conference it is. I think it's Podcast Evolutions, but we're coming to Chicago. Okay.
Awesome. I'll be there. I'll be there, but I'll see you first in Boston. Go Team Purple, but I'm here to help. So
there you go.
I'm not exclusive just to Team Purple. I will be helping out at the camp. I'm excited.
Look, speaking of Team Purple, what up, Yolanda? Yolanda has made it. Team Purple is in the building. Okay, fam, I appreciate you guys. We will see you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel on the Flow. Thank you, Liza. You have been amazing. I don't really see any questions left over. Let me double check. I think we got everything. Yeah, we got everything. We're gravy. Okay, so Luis, you can play the cue music. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out. A-Town Stomp. Flow Riders out.